What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Fans View podcast. Today, I'm so excited to be joined by someone who has been all over the world. OVW, Japan, wow, you name it, she's been there. I am sitting next to Miss Island Girl TT, Tracy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing so awesome. Thank you so much for having me. Aloha, everybody.
Absolutely. How has your time been here at WrestleCade, first and foremost?
It's been amazing. Like getting to reunite with everybody and that you haven't seen in years.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
For sure.
Yeah, I love it.
For sure. So you're billed from Hawaii, from the islands. Your whole persona it celebrates the whole island spirit, I feel like. Take us back to your roots. How did Hawaii kind of shape who you are and push you towards the wrestling business?
So when, growing up in Hawaii, you just have a sense of always being a part of a family, like everybody's auntie, uncle, and when we decided to become wrestlers, it was almost like it was just a part of us, like it was supposed to happen. We went from Hawaii to Louisville, Kentucky, of all places.
That's a culture shock.
And I can tell you, I remember landing in Atlanta, Georgia, in shorts and a t-shirt, and it was snowing. We landed on the runway, and they made us get out of the airplane on the runway.
Wow.
To transfer to another little plane. And I was, oh my God, yes, culture shock. Culture shock set in. And I had a baby, my son,
goodness.
he was still in diapers. And it was an experience.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds like it.
Nobody knows. That's what I went through to become a wrestler, okay?
How did wrestling kind of come into your life? Is it something you grew up with, or is it something you found later on?
So you know what? I grew up watching Glow.
Shout out.
Loved Glow when I was young. Me and my sister used to jump off of our couches and, try to elbow each other and splash each other. And then that was it. That was the extent of it. It wasn't until like I met my husband and I got married, and it was kind of his dream, you know? And he introduced me to it, and we moved because of his dream to Louisville, Kentucky. And when we got there and they asked us, who's going to be training? Is it going to be both of you, one of you? And he looked at me and was like, do you want to do it? And I'm like, yeah, why not?
Sure, why not?
So I jumped in class, and the first people that I came in contact with was Jazz and Nick Dinsmore.
Wow.
And those were my two very first trainers ever.
Wow.
And I was learning how to do an arm drag and getting thrown out of the ring. Okay, very first day.
I love it.
Yeah, and so I caught on rather quickly, and from there it was sky's the limit. I mean, it was a challenge. Like there were days where I was like, I can't do this, and then there are other days where like I'm gonna do this. So yeah, it was from there it just kind of exploded. And then
I love that.
yeah, and after that I was signed with Deep South Wrestling and WWE,
and that's where I wanted to go next. You trained with the likes of Eugene, Nick Dinsmore, Dave Taylor, Bill DeMott. I'm just a who's who. How do those early lessons kind of impact you? Because those are some tough cookies.
Yes.
To work under.
Yes. Oh my gosh. My first days at Deep South Wrestling, after the first day, the next day, I couldn't walk. And I didn't know how I was going to get through training. I literally was in tears going, I don't know if I can make it through this. And I wiped my tears, went in the building, and just did it. It's kind of like you're on autopilot. You just do it.
For sure.
And that kind of is ingrained in me because, I just recently broke my leg.
Right.
And trying to get through like certain matches that I've been through recently, I felt the same thing.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. Oh my God. And I did it. So it kind of just gets instilled in you.
Right.
Keep going.
The Island Girl is such a fun character. It's such a fun gimmick. But it's also fierce. Where did that idea come from for that gimmick? How much of it is you turned up, and how much of it do you have to kind of put on?
So when I was under developmental contract, they said, okay, so she's from Hawaii. We want her to be kind of like an island girl.
Very original.
Yeah, none of us really knew what that meant, right? So I was like, okay, I'm an island girl. And I kind of just played myself, but times 1,000.
Right.
And I took, things from my childhood, things from like growing up, going through high school that I had to go through, and like how I would encounter certain situations, and bring them into the wrestling ring and bring them into the storylines. And basically, I am me.
Right.
In this character. That's me. It just,
And that works out because they say the best professional wrestlers are themselves turned up to 10.
Right,
So, I
right.
mean, that's... Did you ever worry about being typecast as kind of like, oh, Tracy's just this fun, bubbly character, but it's like, Tracy will whoop your ass, too. She can go in the ring. Were you ever concerned with being typecast?
I was never concerned, just because I think being true to yourself is the best thing that you can do. You just, if you can be yourself and be in this business, I think you have a little more freedom,
Right.
It's just... I don't have to pretend to be anybody.
Right.
I'm me 24/7.
Living the gimmick, brother.
Yes, I live my gimmick. I literally live my gimmick. I mean, I do wear a flower in my ear 24 hours a day, except for today, because I was rushing.
I love it.
I was rushing to get here, and I forgot my flower. So, I mean, I do live my gimmick. I spread the aloha everywhere I go. I'm nice to whoever. It doesn't cost anything to be nice.
Exactly.
And I love my fans. I really do. I take time for my fans, and it's just being kind. Just being kind. But once you're, crossed a certain way, you have to stand up for yourself.
For sure.
And you don't want to be there at that point when I have to stand up for myself, because I turn it up. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. We talked a little bit about you doing OVW, and you spent some time there. After that, you were all over the place, hitting the indies. You were in Japan. What was that transition like, working overseas like that?
Oh my gosh. So when I went to Japan, it was the first time ever that I was by myself. I went to Japan on my own after being let go from my developmental contract. And it was so different. The culture was different. Everything was, everything was pre-planned.
Right.
Okay. But when going through developmental at Deep South, we had to call everything in the ring.
Right.
So it was very different.
Right.
So having to memorize stuff was new to me.
Incredibly, yeah, hard.
And so that was a challenge. And not only did we have to memorize one match, we had to memorize
An entire tournament.
Entire week in one day. So it was like, I was a little stressed out. And then when you get to the actual day of the match, they go, small changing, small, squishy changes. You're like,
I love that so much.
Okay. But, you just roll with the punches in this business, and
That's an understatement.
Yeah, it was incredible. I totally enjoyed my experience in Japan. And from there, I started doing motion capture. So,
Right.
that was a different experience.
Perfect segue, because I wanted to ask you about that, how that opportunity came about, and was that something you enjoyed doing?
Oh, if I could do motion capture for the rest of my life.
Not have to take another bump.
Yeah, well, no. Taking bumps is an understatement at motion capture, because, like, I not only had to take the bumps I knew how to take, I had to take the bumps that Natalia,
Oh
you
my
name them
gosh,
on TV.
yeah.
Let's name some people. Beth Phoenix, Lita, Trish Stratus, Victoria, Jazz. Anybody
You're
that
taking
was,
100,000
anybody
bumps.
that was on TV, I had to take their bumps. And there were some bumps that I took. Let me tell you, I was like, why would anybody want to do this move?
I love that so much. I love that. So you have now been wrestling over 20 years. How do you manage to stay motivated, to stay upbeat, to stay so like you're so happy? I saw you earlier at the convention. You're smiling. You're happy. You've been in this business that jades people, to say the least, for over 20 years. How are you still so dedicated to it?
So, I just feel blessed that I'm still able to move. I'm still able to do this.
Yeah.
Because we're getting older. We're getting, there's going to be a day where I can no longer do this. But the time that I can do this and I can still move and get up and hang with the younger girls.
With these young bucks?
Yes, with these young bucks. I just feel so blessed. And I feel so blessed that they invite me into their world, because it's a new generation.
For
and
sure.
I just love that I can still, hang.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Island Girl TT is no one to be fooled with. You got trifle with her. And that brings me to talking about these young bucks like a Maddie Max,
Yes,
a Sandy Shore. Your time in WoW. Obviously, this is your second stop in WoW. Is that correct?
Yes.
How is WoW different from everywhere else that you work?
So WoW, it's not necessarily different. I mean, you have to know how to work the cameras. You have to know how to present yourself and to be a professional and to work with the girls and roll with the punches. I mean, this whole business is just about rolling with the punches and being positive and just being able to, not let your ego get the best of you. So with WoW, I just find that they really try to empower the girls and really try to bring out their strengths.
Yeah.
And I love WoW for that. I love WoW that, they gave me an opportunity. They gave me a chance to still do what I love to do.
For sure.
And I thought my career was over at some point.
It's gotten second life since you come back.
Oh my gosh. And when they gave me that phone call, I was like, oh, I'm still here.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So what are the goals now? We're ending 2025 and we're kind of starting to churn into 2026. What's on the big board for you next year?
I am just going to try to heal my body because, I'm getting over a broken leg. And I'm really going to try to heal my body, get into the best shape I can get into, and just make this my best year ever. Because, you have to just continue to grow, continue to be better than what you were. And if I can continue to help and inspire other girls that are, maybe thinking that their time is up.
Yeah.
It's not up.
Love it.
You just got to work hard and want it.
Yeah.
If you want it, it can still continue. So you just got to just work hard and take care of your body and your health and make sure that you're capable.
I love it. I love it. And this is the Fans View podcast, so I have to ask you my two favorite questions. Number one of which being, what are you a fan of outside of professional wrestling?
You've never asked me that. What am I a fan of? Music. I'm a fan of music. Yeah. I love music. I love art. I love just being able to watch other people do their talents. So if it's like a band or something, I do love music. I have to say, I'm a fan of music. I not necessarily one particular band, but if it's great music, I love it.
Okay, I love that. And last but not least, at this stage, not just of your career, but of life, how do you define success?
I define success as being happy with where you're at and what you're doing. I mean, as long as you're happy, money doesn't matter. I think that if you're having a great time and you got a smile on your face and you got people that love you, you're successful.
You're doing okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, Tracy, where can people get a hold of you on social media? Where can promoters get a hold of you?
Let me see. I got like 10 different pages. So I am on, Island Girl TT on Facebook and Instagram. Island Girl _WoW at WoW Superheroes. I'm a professional makeup artist. If you need one, I'm a bartender. I got a makeup page. It's Island Beach Bunny. I got a bartending page, Island Beach Bunny.
Love it.
And then I have a gym. I own a gym. It's called New Era Fitness and Wellness.
You're not busy at all.
No, not time.
I love it so much. Well, Tracy, thank you so much for giving us some of your time. I know it's been a long 2 days here at WrestleCade.
Yes.
One more to go, folks. So hopefully we can keep on keeping on. And thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
And guys, don't forget, make sure give Tracy a follow, go check her out, and don't forget to most importantly call your mom.